This is the Don here with Yugioh Gaming Channel, back with another deck profile for you guys. This is my Grand Module, the Isa deck, and it is a 60 card variant. It placed 145th in this past weekend's remote duel YCS with 600 and I believe 88 people attending. So I guess I can give you guys a rundown of my rounds. It was 8 rounds. It lasted from 12 p.m. to 12 at night. So the first round that I played, I actually played against a Despia variant with a DPE in it. I lost that round, first round. Second round, I ended up playing against Heroes. I ended up winning that round. Third round, I played against Dinos, and I ended up taking a victory on that one. The fourth round that I played against a PK variant deck, also running DPE, and I drew on that match. Fifth round, I ended up losing against Magnite. The sixth round, I ended up losing against a very good PK player. And going into the seventh round, I ended up winning that against another Magnite player. And for the eighth round, it was also another Despia player, which I ended up losing against that as well. I can tell you this for sure. Every round that I played, every one of them people played DPE. And it was just nuts, man. That was 12 hours worth of play. So without too much more talk, I enjoyed it. But let's get into this deck profile. It is my 60 card variant, if I already didn't tell you guys that. So starting off with Grand Module the Isa. I run 3, 2 Necroface, 2 Hex Truth, 3 Eater a Million. Everybody know what this card does. If you don't, look that up and read this card's effect. It is pretty good. Also, we running 3 of them D-shifter things. You know, people don't like D-shifter. You know, normally you D-shifter somebody and it's like scoop. But running 1 Painter Tops, 2 Alpha, the Master of Beast, 3 Gizmek Orochi, 3 Danger Bigfoot, 3 Danger Thunderbird, and for the Gamma Seals or Kaijus, I should say, 3 Gamma Seals, 3 Godarlas, and 3 Dogran, rounding off for the monster part of the deck. And you know, that's the Kaiju part of the portion of it. The deck ran pretty consistent during the rounds. There was a couple times where I misplayed, and you know, well, with any misplay, either you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. So you know, it's just good to play the game and improve, self-improving on yourself as you go along is also a good thing. So it's good to get the games in, and you know, you'll become a better performer. So moving on to the spells and traps, I'm running 1 Terraforming, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Raigeki, 1 Mind Control, 1 Dimensional Fissure, running 3 Kaiju Slumber, 3 Twin Twister, and the card that kept hurting people because they don't like to read the whole text, the Golden Castle of Stromberg. Pretty good, people. It's a nutty card. You should look up that card's effect. It also goes into like Magic Cylinder type effect. It's just pretty good. 3 Allure of Darkness, 3 Trade-In, and 3 Pot of Desires, rounding off for the spells. And moving on to the traps, I run 3 Tiki, which is there can only be 1. That's a 60 card variant deck for you guys right there, main. And the deck, like I said, is fun. You know, I do this for fun for the most part. I mean, it's an experience. It's a long way from coming a year ago when I was playing casuals to now. Like, it's a lot better. as far as I can see it. But honestly, you know, if I was to go back and play my prior self, I think I would wipe the floor with my previous person, you know, previous self, if that makes sense. And moving on to the extra deck, which will be your exceeds or links. For me, it's exceeds and links. I'm running 197, one number 84, one number 100, one number 38 Hope Harbinger, running Zeus, one Galaxy Eyes Full Armored Photon Dragon, one number 90 Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. I'm also running 2 Dingirsus, 1 Dragon Divine Knight Fragrance, 1 number 68 Meg Knight Consadia. And forgive me if I'm slaying these names. These names are still fresh. I get tongue-tied a lot. 1 Nightmare Unicorn. And 1 Relinquish Anima to round it off for the extra deck. Now, this deck, it just pumps out, if you see how it is, it's consistently pumping out beaters. And if I don't get to the beaters, then I'm just wiping. And if I ain't wiping, then I'm more or less banishing. And when it comes down to that, the deck is consistent. I do think that other variant that was running in the tournament, which was the Grand Module, the Ela Trap Stun, I didn't get to go up against that guy, but I think that it was running pretty good. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty consistent. I did have a couple times where I didn't win the dice roll, you know? And when you don't win the dice roll, I can't just blame it on that. It can be also the person that's controlling the deck, the operator. But I think I did decent for what it was. On to the side deck. We're running 3 Book of Eclipse. Running the 1 Macrocosmos in case I need to side that in and banish more things. I don't know, like, what Flunderies would have been one of those decks that if I would have went up against, maybe they would have loved getting de-shifted. I didn't actually face any Flunderies. I faced a lot of DPE though. That DPE was everywhere, bro. I mean, it was everywhere. So, 3 Royal Decrees. I mean, who doesn't run DPE right now? I'm thinking to myself, you know, as I'm making this deck profile, like, every round I faced somebody that was playing DPE. It didn't matter what variant it was. It was DPE for the win. Running. Okay, did I do something wrong here? Okay, so I was running 3 different dimension grounds. Sorry about that. 2 Royal Decrees. 3 Anti-Spell. And 3 Summoner Lemon. That wraps up the complete deck profile, including sides with extra. Yeah, this deck has been pretty fun to play and, you know, pretty consistent for the most part. I mean, yes, I do have to tweak a couple things, but that also comes with being the operator of the deck. The deck is just all out good, you know, so with any deck, you don't quit on it. You just keep improving it or tweaking it until it becomes the better of itself. That's how I feel about the whole thing. I mean, don't give up on the deck if you're not winning right now, because that deck can easily turn into one of your power players in the future. So just keep that in mind when you're playing these decks and dueling, wherever you're dueling at, whether it's casual, whether it's at your locals, whether it's on remote duels. Just keep it up, people, because this, you know, this game is definitely competitive on all variants or all levels of the game. So this has been Adam with Yu-Gi-Oh! Gaming Channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.